And today we are gathering for the same event, and we are taking it to the next level. I would like to say thank you to everyone who has sacrificed his or her time to make sure that you can support all of us to achieve our vision of coming together. Thank you very much. And I would like to thank the President also for the privilege that he has given me to stand again to talk to these honorable people. I'm so grateful, and I will never take that for granted, because when an opportunity like this comes, we have to honor it and we have to do our best. Thank you to everyone for all your participation in the group. Thank you for all your suggestions. Thank you for all the effort, and thank you for not giving up. We are so grateful. I would like us to stand so that we can have a word of prayer together. We want to thank you today for another opportunity to come together and to share our thoughts, to share ideas, and to share experience that can help us to grow in a focused way. Thank you for every soul here. Thank you, Lord, for bringing them here. And thank you because you have made this day to be a great day in our lives, so that we may take a remarkable step and we may go back home rejoicing and saying thank you because we have improved. And I know that from today we will never be the same again, because this is going to mark an indelible mark and ink on our profession, our personal life, our interaction. I pray that this meeting will be successful from the beginning to the end, and whatever we have planned to do will be for your glory. Thank you, Lord Jesus. We honor you in Jesus' name. In case the alarm sounds, please, that will be our emergency door. We'll have to walk out and get to the assembly point outside. Until we are called back, we will have to stay outside. Again, right there is the door leading to the restroom. I want to talk about some very important people. The reason why I want to go into this is because we need to know exactly some very important people who have worked very hard in the background, and they have been working from the inception of this gathering, of this group, of this association. And I would like us to especially thank them and appreciate and commend what they are doing. So I would like to first of all start with somebody very important. We have here our organogram. I would like to say I'm sorry that it's not too clear, but it would be better we just move straight to the photos. So here we have our president. So please, would you stand? So we have our president. He's the Global HSE manager. When I started talking, I said I would like to thank him because indeed he deserves that commendation. He has been the hamburger, the forerunner of everything that you can see we are realizing today. And there are times that we felt weak, but he was the only one encouraging us, making sure that we don't relent our effort. So I would like to personally say thank you to our president for all what he has been doing, for all the courage, and for the fact that he stood up for all of us, not only for himself. So I would like us to give an applause again to our president. The next person who is always thinking about our steps, making sure that we do not deviate from what is important and our focus. So I would like to introduce to you the Discipline, Ethics and Compliance Executive. That's Mr. Felix. Please, would you stand? moving forward, he's very popular in the group, and I'm very sure that most of you know him, maybe through his messages, but I'm very sure you're going to see him today. So, and this is myself. My name is Julian. I'm working for Jacobs as a lead HSE, and that's all about me. I'm very sure most of you know me already because we met the last time, and it's another privilege that I'm standing here to talk to you again. So thank you so much for sitting down to listen to me. Then we have here Kulifemi. He's an HSE engineer with Katiba Alabi. It's a consultancy company. He's not here, he was here, but we sent him on errand, something very important. So once he's back, I'm going to introduce him again. We have here McDonald Chair. He's a HSE manager for Infotech. He's on his way because he's also carrying on a very important assignment, which is a contributing factor to this event. So once he's in, definitely I'm going to introduce him. We have here Fulmark Namara. Please, would you stand? Those people who always bring very precise ideas to us on how to deal with things. He is one of the executive members, and his special role is to give us advice on how to deal with social issues, the government, and so on. So I would like to say thank you so much for all your contributions. We have here Fidelis. He's equally on the way, carrying on some very important things which are contributing to our event. He is the HSE manager for MENASCO, and he will shortly be here, and we're going to see him all together. Right, we have Mr. Wilson. He is the HSE engineer. He is our secretary, and we assigned him to welcome people. He's actually out there, but I would like to bring him in. And every other thing that you see in the group is being prepared by him. So I would like to say thank you so much for all what you've been doing. Thank you. So right now, I would like to call upon our president to talk to us about something very important.
Everybody again, it's the second time I'm meeting most of people, but there are many people that I'm meeting for the first time. It's really a great privilege to serve all of you people. But before we move ahead, I want to tell you where we came from, where we are now, and where we are going, because that's my responsibility as the president, for you to see where we came from, so that it will motivate people, and you will be engaged in that vision that we have. So I'll just take you a little bit backwards towards memory lane, just 2 years back, where we were. But before I start, I first of all want to explain to you people who we are. Because I know that most of people know who we are, but it's very important that when you're a member of a group, you need to understand the basic principles. Because if you don't understand these basic principles, and you don't have the buy-in, if you don't buy into these principles, then you're going in a different direction, and we're going in a different direction. I need people to understand this, and it's very important. First of all, the name of our group, and it was agreed after a while, that we are the Association of Cameroonian HSE Professionals in the UAE. Okay, first of all, that's the name of the group. Then we have some values that we agreed on since from the beginning. And I want everybody to understand these values and to buy into the values as well. The first value is unity. Because when I came into this country, and that's a very long time ago, that's since 2008, there was a lot of division among Cameroonians. And even within the HSE professionals. There were not many HSE professionals, but even among Cameroonians, there was a lot of disunity. I don't want to go into the details of that. And it was very discouraging. But we felt that need to unite, okay? And to have something common, which will bring us together. So our value is unity. That's why even on the group, anything that wants to bring division, we try to calm it down immediately. We try to find a solution. So unity has to be our value. Unity has to be something that we think about every time that we put something on the group, every time that we say something to each other. We should first of all think about what will unite us rather than what will divide us. The second thing, which is part of our profession, is safety. So whatever we do, we think about safety because that's our passion. That's what gives us money. That's what helps us to take care of our children, okay, and our families. And the third is knowledge. So once you've gotten into the HSE field, this profession that we are in, the idea is we don't want your knowledge to be exactly the same after 1 year, after 2 years. We want your knowledge to continue improving constantly. We need continuous professional improvement of your knowledge. We don't want it to be the same. Okay? So that's the whole idea. We'll talk about these three things and how we deploy them within our group later on. Our motto is together we grow, and you can even see it from our logo. If you look at this logo, in fact, the member who designed this, Tony, and I really want to appreciate him here. He's not here today because he has an external meeting which he could not avoid, but he designed this logo for us. But I just want to explain what he told me when he was designing this. You can see that there is an umbrella, and then you have some people putting on the helmets, and then you have a word, and then you have something that is related to our value. So this umbrella is a symbol of unity. So again, all of us are under something. We have to be together under this umbrella, okay? And then this helmet is our profession. That's the safety profession. We are protecting ourselves, we are protecting people, we are protecting workers. And then you have this HSE group. If you can recognize, you see that there's green, red, yellow. The only thing that brings me and Marco, me and my brother here to donate together is because we come from Cameroon. That's the only thing that brings us together. And we have to hold on to that. We are Cameroonians, we have to build our community, we have to push it ahead. And obviously we are better together than being apart from each other. This is extremely important. So that's our logo. Maybe many of you have not thought about that when you saw this logo, but now you know, right? Our vision, where do we want to be in 4 years, 5 years time? Maybe I will not be there, but we are creating this organization and creating this executive, this system in such a way that even if I'm not here, God forbid, or I move on to back to Cameroon or anywhere else, the people who are taking over me should continue with this vision. And the vision, what is this vision? The vision is that we want to raise each other to a certain level of competency, of in our field in such a way that we can influence Cameroon. Okay? Our objective is not just here. Our objective, we're looking at Cameroon. We want to be able to create that connection with Cameroon. That's why even our consulate is on his way coming here, because we've already established that link, and I'm going to talk about that later. But we want to be able to influence Cameroon. Today, the HSE profession is not well known in Cameroon. We know. It deserves to be a profession that is respected in Cameroon. It deserves to be a profession that you earn money, you are able to take care of your children. But it's not. But so change that from somewhere. We need to be able to start that change. We cannot wait for the change to just happen. It's impossible. We cannot just sit and complain and complain. That's what I've learned. We have to be able to start somewhere. Okay? Maybe we will not be able to see it. Threw me in the middle of the desert and they say just stand there. I had no idea what I was doing. Okay? But there was that discussion to start helping people to come together. And our brother here, Felix, where's Felix? He went outside. Anyway, our brother here took that initiative to create this WhatsApp group that we have now. Today we have that WhatsApp group that we have about 205 members now. And that's how we started. We're just 5 of us in that group. Then we met at my place. That was the first time that we met in December 2019. You can see the Christmas tree. So that's around this time. Actually, it's like almost our anniversary, I think. Now that I think of it. Anyway, we started, we have Edouard there, we have a few of us who are at my place. We ate some, I don't know if it was Kwakoko Bible or something like that. And we discussed about, our careers, our challenges, lessons learned. Then after we ate, and then that was it. We said, okay, we'll start meeting each other once every month. And then we started that WhatsApp group. Then some people started adding some other members in the WhatsApp group. Frankly speaking, I didn't know that it will be what we are today. Because I don't like this kind of responsibility normally, because my job and my family is already a lot of work already. Okay? Then, at that time, we started agreeing on some objectives, what we want to be, and some ground rules. Then, in the beginning of 2020, we met again at my home, and we started structuring the meetings. We say, okay, now we're going to talk about a particular topic every time. We talked about method statements, risk assessment, how to interpret UAE law insofar as HSE, the HSE profession is concerned. Then we said, okay, now let's define our vision. Where do you want to be in 5 years' time and all of that? Because I'm the kind of person who likes to think way ahead. Write it down in paper and pen. Then we started talking about the occupational health and safety laws in Cameroon. What are they? How can we improve them? Okay? Then the next meeting we moved to our brother Dino and Marco's place, not far from where I live. And we covered some other topics. We talked about a lesson learned from an LTI that happened at their site. How did they handle it? How did they deal with the police? It was a serious case. Then we shared it. Then we talked about proactive methods as well. We were about 7 of us, so it started growing slightly. Then we all know what happened in the end of February, beginning of March. COVID-19, nobody expected it. We suddenly realized that we could not even go out of our rooms or our homes. We were even afraid to call each other, because they say, stay where you are, don't go out of your homes. So there was that fear. So there were a couple of months that, we did not do anything. Then we discovered Zoom, the magic of Zoom. So I said, okay, let's try this tool. Everybody's using Zoom. We started our first Zoom meeting, that was in June 2020, if I can recall. We were about 14 of us in that meeting. And I saw people in the middle of the desert in Abu Dhabi. I do not believe that we could connect in such a way. Those are people that under normal circumstances will not be able to come from there and come to a meeting. So that's Zoom helped us to expand rapidly, and we could get participation from so many people. So far, then we've been running on Zoom for a while, but so far we have done more than 18 meetings, thanks to everybody here. More than 18 meetings have been conducted. We have been able to discuss topics from work at height right up to, creating, using LinkedIn to search for a job. Everything that you can talk about, you can think about the different aspects. And last time we talked about risk assessment. We did the second one on risk assessment. You feel that you know a topic, you feel that you have 13 years of experience, but when you start talking about these issues with everybody, you discover how much you still have to learn. Just people who have gotten jobs. But me, I got a new job just 1 month ago because of this group. A new job. Why do I say so? Not that somebody recommended me, but because I put in my CV that I'm a member of a Cameroonian HSE group. And when I went for the interview, they told me they're really interested in what I'm doing out of my job. Like I'm doing something that I'm not paid for my community. That was what gave me this job that I have now. And it's a real good job. But it's because of what I'm doing for my community. And when you go for interviews, tell the person that's interviewing you that you're also doing something out of your job. You're also a member of a group like this, and you never know what that can give you. Now, regarding what we've been doing today, fast forward today, I wanted to also highlight some of our achievements. Those of you who were during the last event, we had the previous event. And these are some of the pictures. About 29 people were in attendance. Today, we're expecting for this event about 53 members have registered for this event. So 53, that's a big jump. And 53 means we're about 25% of our members who are going to be present for this event. We talked about, we formalized our vision, our mission. We talked about networking, and we talked about different things. And we ate, African food. But today we're going to eat Cameroonian food. Okay, so then also the other activities that we did, we tried to, remember I told you we're trying to create that link with Cameroon. We did a visit to the consulate, and then the second time we went with a gift on behalf of all of us. It's not just It's not my gift, it's not the executive's gift, it's a gift from every one of us here. We spoke on all of us on our behalf, that we are giving it to the consulate staff as an appreciation and in order to support the work they are doing. And they were very happy, the consulate was very happy. That's why he's even coming for our event. So you see, there's that relationship that we want to build. Then also another thing that we achieve also is, maybe many of people don't know, but those who are new, but we have our bylaws and our constitution. It's a written document, I think 20-something pages, defining how we work. Our rules, everything is inside these bylaws and constitution. We consulted with everybody, we had several meetings, and we finalized it. We will be resharing it in the group several times so that people understand that. Then we also did a survey to see, because there were some debates on the group about salaries, about experience, about qualification, about which sector, industrial sector work. So we did some surveys, which is like a research study, and we published it. And today, many people are aware about the possibilities of the HSE profession. So the idea is that we shouldn't be able to need to wait for 6 months before we meet each other again. We should be able to meet each other in other venues or other avenues. Okay? So thank you again. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to explain to you where we are now and what we want to do. And please don't forget our vision. We want to raise everybody and we have that big vision of changing Cameroon. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much. A proper hand clap. That was not well done. Let's do it again. Thank you so much. It's another privilege that I have to introduce somebody very important to us. And the reason why I would like us to sit and listen to this person is because knowledge shared is knowledge that goes abroad. Firstly, I would like to say thank you so much for honoring our invitation, Mr. Mansour. We are so grateful to have you in our midst, and we will never take this for granted. Thank you for sacrificing the time to come here. And right away, I would like to invite you to come up so that you can talk to us about.
I want to really congratulate the office bearers of this committee. This is a very, very astonishing achievement, You're starting just before COVID, 2019. Then the COVID hit. And a growth from 5 people, to what I see in front of me today. Yeah, what an achievement it is, And I want to really congratulate the office bearers of this committee for that. Yeah. Even before I introduce myself, how many of you are not an Irish members on this venue? How many of you are not Irish members? Okay. And do you maintain a professional membership with any other safety professional body like IIRSM or anything? Nothing. Yeah. And how many Grand Irish members are here? Grand Irish? Anyone? Okay, few. Yeah. And I know that there are a few chartered memberships also here. Okay, so let's start. Yeah, my name is Mansoor. Yeah, basically I'm a chemical engineer from my background, and I got a master's degree in occupational health and safety from Loughborough University, and I'm a chartered fellow of IOSH, and practitioner member of IEMA. IEMA is Institute of Environmental Management and Assessment. It's a professional body for environmental professionals. So I'm a practitioner member with them, and I'm also a NFPA, you may know NFPA, which is National Fire Protection Association, which publish codes and practices on fire protection and electrical safety in USA. Yeah. So I'm a certified fire protection professional by NFPA. So that's my qualification. And in terms of my experience in HSE, I started in India back in 2006. Started with a very small civil project management company, and moved into UAE in 2008. I worked with the Land Rook, maybe some of you know the company, for a very short span of time. Later I moved into one company called SBM Offshore, which is a US-based offshore contracting company. We were building semi-submersible drilling rigs, commissioning semi-submersible drilling rigs, basically offshore platforms. Of professional membership organization. IOSH stands as the largest because we have 46,000 members around 136 countries. Yeah, so it is a global organization which was formed in 1945. And what IOSH focus is to create a workplace safer, healthier, and more sustainable. That's the focus of IOSH. Yeah, and IOSH provides professional development programs for safety professionals, and it organizes events, and it provides helplines and up-to-date technical advice for health and safety professionals. That's all IOSH is about. And it provides many training and skill products. You know, you could attend a lot of online training yourself from IOSH, or you could attend training from approved training providers. So it's provided a lot of training and skill products. And also it collaborates with the governments, advise policymakers, research reports, and it sets standards for shaping the future of the profession and influencing important decision makers, so that we all are working to make the world a safer place. So that's what IOSH is about. So as a student member, you will pay a fee of £15, which is a one-time fee. Even if you are learning for a 3-year course, you will learn a fee of £15 for the duration of your course. That's it, one-time fee for students. Students, they are not earning, they are students, so they pay a £15 fee for the whole membership. Then affiliate member, any person other than the student member, even if you meet the qualification criteria for technical member, Grand IOSH member, or chartered member, whatever it is, you will join initially as an affiliate member. Anybody who is joining IOSH as new, they join as an affiliate member. That is open to anyone, yeah, who is actively considering a career in health and safety. Yeah, and you will join IOSH as an affiliate member for a fee of £191, which is 130 is your membership annual fee, and £58 is the one-time joining fee. So when you are renewing your membership, you don't pay 191, you will be paying £133 every year for the affiliate membership. Then the next membership level is associate membership. Associate membership, or AIOSH, that you can put it after your name, AIOSH, is for those people, they have a qualification like NIBOSH IGC, a European qualification framework level 4 qualification, which is our NIBOSH level 3, British Safety Council level 3, NVQ level 3. This all qualifications comes equivalent to European EQF level 4 qualification. So if you have that qualification, you join as an associate member. If you don't have any experience, you just completed your qualification and you are not working, you don't have any practical experience to demonstrate, so you join as an associate member. And the membership fee is same. You will pay a membership fee of 191, which is 130 is membership fee and £58 is the joining fee. And if you are renewing your membership, you will pay £133 every year. The next membership level is the graduate membership. The name itself says graduate, So you have a qualification which is equivalent to graduate degree. Which is, you have a degree from a NIBOSH accredited, an IOSH accredited university, or you got a qualifications like NIBOSH diploma, or British Safety Council level 6, or NVQ level 5, or ProCol level 6 qualification. There are many qualifications in the market today, yeah? Or Qualified Profitec IDSC, one of the qualifications, and there are several other qualifications, yeah? If you got any of this qualification, you don't need any experience. With that your qualification, you join directly as an affiliate member. Then once you submit your qualification requirements, they will directly put you to the graduate membership. So you don't go through that Tech IOSH. You won't be a Tech IOSH. You join as an affiliate member and you submit your documents, and you are directly transferred into graduate member of IOSH membership. So there are a lot of other universities, a lot of other qualifications also. Ayush accredited for you to have the graduate Ayush membership. So I put it only few here, and you can go back, Google it. You have three methods which you can go to the chartered membership. So one is you become a graduate member with an accredited degree or diploma. Okay, you got your graduate membership from Ayush with a with a NIBOSH diploma or a BSc level 6, or you got a university degree. That's the way you become the graduate Ayush membership. Then the route one is for you. What you do is that you maintain your continuous professional development, your CPD, and I'll tell you what CPD is. Then you complete a skill development portfolio. Skill development portfolio is that you need to demonstrate your competency to Ayush. A week of time to research yourself and to make the report and send it to Ayush. So that's about open book assessment. So once you complete that, you go for a peer review interview. Same as that, you go for a peer review interview. Once you pass your peer review interview, you become a chartered member. Or, for example, now you don't have an Ayush accredited qualification. You don't have an NVQ, and you don't have an NIBOSH or equivalent qualification. But you have a qualification which you learned from Cameroon, from a university, a 3-year degree in health and safety, or 3-year degree in fire protection, fire and safety, which was also covering a little bit part of health and safety. Lot of people doesn't know this scope. So what you can do is that if you think that your qualification which you learned from Cameroon had contained the health and safety information, which is an equivalent to a level 6 qualification, you can state this one to Ayush. You can send your certifications to review by Ayush, and they will review and they will approve it. So with your Cameroon qualification itself, you have an opportunity to go to graduate Ayush membership. You don't need a NIBOSH or BSc level 6 or NVQ or anything. So that's called as cognitive degree. Graduate member with a cognitive degree. You have a degree which is equivalent to that too, NVQ or level 6 qualification. You send your certification to Ayush, they will review, they will approve, and that's how you get your graduate Ayush membership. So if you become graduate Ayush membership on this road, then you need to complete both skill development portfolio and also open book assessment. You need to do both. And then you will go for your peer review interview. So it's a bit of more work, but it eliminates you to learning to another level 6 qualification. So this is the three routes to become a chartered member. Let's go next. Then open book assessment. Suppose if you are going through the open book assessment, I told you already, you will have 48 multiple choice questions and 2 scenario based questions, which will be open for 14 days. You will get an instant result for part A, which is your 48 multiple choice question, and you will have 1 week time for part B, and you can research yourself, write results and write the essay report, submit this one to Ayush. Then they will let you know either you pass or fail. If you fail in part A, that's the one that you write first. If you fail in part A, you need to re-register. But if you fail in part B, you need to re-register only for part B. So this is for those who are having an NVQ qualification. The way to progress into chartered membership. So the membership fee is £160 for chartered members, and 168 membership fee. And once you start your progression to the chartered membership, once you start to do your professional development, there is a one-time fee of £160 which you need to pay for Ayush for all the support which they provide during your route. And it's sure that the chartered status will help you to influence, improve your ability to influence the decision makers within your company. And once you say that you are a chartered member, you are working on equal footing, with the other professionals. A lot of organizations, once you join Ayush, it's not really readable. This is how the CPD platform looks like. I'm sure that it's not readable. Where there is a section, I can only say it's not readable again, where you can enter your professional development plan. You are reflecting yourself. Who I am today, who I am today, what I'm doing today, and what I need to do next 6 months. What should be my competencies, which areas I need to improve my health and safety knowledge. You are reflecting yourself, and you are putting that one in your development plan. Then there is another 3 category called maintenance of skill, new skills, and transferable management skill. And whatever the activities which you are doing within the health and safety, this is a platform for you to log in. Yeah? Maybe the training which you attended, training that you delivered, books that you read, you are writing that details and you are making a reflection. And how that training helped you, how that reading of that book helped you, how this event helped you today. This all you are putting into your CPD. What you are doing today, it's what CPD. Yeah, you are continuously updating yourself. So you go back into your platform and you update it here. That is the principle. That's the principle of IOSH CPD platform. So the benefit of this CPD is that you're always getting an opportunity to reflect yourself and where you are standing and where you need to be. And this also gives you a structured full report from the time that you started CPD till date. Believe me, if you have passed your CPD and you have passed your skill development portfolio or open book assessment, there is 99% you are going to pass the peer review interview. There is no way that you could fail a peer review interview. Yeah? Yes, sir. So, see, now I covered all the membership structures, about how to progress into chartered membership and chartered fellows and everything. So, what we see is that this all involves money. Yeah, £160 doesn't come less. Yeah, 160, 190, I was always talking about money. So, what is the benefit? So once we pay this money, there should be some benefit, benefit of amount that we are paying to IOSH. So what is the benefits of becoming an IOSH member? Yeah. One is IOSH has a portal called Career Hub. This is one of the best advantages that I felt. And even a lot of IOSH members itself doesn't know about this. Believe me. IOSH has a portal called Career Portal, which is having a lot of technical and soft skill training. Free of cost. You're just getting it because you're an IOSH member and you're paying your annual membership fee. This has training on a lot of things, even new technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things. We all safety professionals should get updated on this kind of technologies now, because even safety is getting integrated into smart technologies. Yeah. So even there are training on that subjects. There are a lot of soft skill training like business management, communication skills, influencing leaders. This kind of training. And there is a lot of technical training. On the technical side of health and safety. That's one of the biggest advantages of having become a member of IOSH. Then there is a job portal. Job portal is not that useful for us because most of the job vacancies which publish in the career portal is career hub is from UK vacancies. But still there is a job portal. Then there is a CV builder where you can automatically build your CV. You input all your details, there is a format. And you could put all your details and that automatically build your CV and you can just select the format of the CV you need. How many of you know about ATS? Application Tracking System. Anyone know ATS? Yeah. And even pre-COVID we visited in one of the quarry in Ras Al Khaimah, where they are breaking stones. It was a very new experience for me itself. But I had never been into a quarry. And it was very, very interesting to see how it was Al-Futtaim Quarry, how they are implementing health and safety measures there. Yeah, and normally we do the events, one event in Dubai, next one in Abu Dhabi, next month in Dubai, next month in Abu Dhabi, like that. But after the COVID, IOSH has, this is an IOSH magazine which was covering about noise issues. Noise, learning about noise, how to block noise, how to protect from noise. In an engineering way and also with the personal protective equipment. So reading IOSH magazine, you are getting up-to-date knowledge about what's happening in health and safety today. Yeah. Then another benefits is there is a mentoring platform, IOSH mentoring platform, where mentees and mentors comes together. If you believe that you need a mentoring, they get a lot of discounts like this credit card discounts and vouchers or etc. IOSH members also get discounts and vouchers in some shops and everything. But which is not really applicable in UAE. And also IOSH competency framework. Once you become a member, you are getting access into IOSH competency framework. Yeah, and putting points in your CPD to improve yourself. So this has put on extensive research. They spend a lot of money, a lot of research institutions work behind it in mapping these 3 categories and 69 competency criteria. So being a member, you are getting access into it, and I'm sure that all of you are working in any one of this industry. Yeah. So IOSH has 18 industry-specific groups. They have their own industry-specific chat forums. They have their own industry-specific separate meetings. In addition to what IOSH do in UAE, in addition to the branch meetings, you are getting access into these 18 industry-specific groups. You can join one of them. If you are into construction, join construction. If you are into aviation, offshore, and you are getting access into this one. Yeah, this to the industry groups. And then IOSH also provides some membership concessions. Yeah, if you are unemployed, you become unemployed in between, or the company has put into you a long leave, yeah, or you have taken a very long paternity leave. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. Any questions on membership benefits offered by IOSH? See, once again, I don't work for IOSH. I'm only volunteering for IOSH. I'm only volunteering I'm not an IOSH full-time employee. I work for a company, but also I put my energy and time for IOSH, spreading the message of health and safety across the globe. And so if you got any doubts, any questions, please. Anything.
I really appreciate your presentation. It's really good and interesting. But I would like for you to clarify me about the CSP and CMIOSH, because I don't know if I got it clearly. We're trying to say if I go for the CSP, no need to go for the CMIOSH or something like that.
You're putting your time and energy in both sides. Yeah. So the purpose of doing your level 6 qualification is you need to update in the graduate IOSH membership. Then you need to go into the chartered membership. Yeah. So that graduate IOSH membership you can get itself with your CSP. If you got your CSP, if you submit your CSP certification to IOSH, you are automatically transferred into graduate IOSH membership. Then by doing an open book assessment only, you can progress into your chartered membership. That's what I meant. Got it, yeah?
What is the memorandum understanding between IOSH and that of CRSP, which is Canada, and that of CSP?
Yeah.
However, if you are qualified as CMIOSH, to what influence can you exhibit your professionalism in working in an American or a Canadian company which is based in these countries? What is the advantage of having CMIOSH in that capacity?
You don't need to write the Associate Safety Professional Examination again. You could directly go for CSP examination. Yeah, providing that there is some qualification requirement that you need to meet for CSP. Yeah. So there is a difference between the UK membership and USA membership, where CSP is much more stringent on your university qualifications. Yeah. That you need to meet certain level of university qualification, either in health and safety or some other subject, before you appear for CSP. So the memorandum of understanding between IOSH and CSP is that once you have a CMIOSH, you could get an exemption from ASP, and you could directly appear for your CSP examination. That's it.
Straight away, I would like to call somebody very important who will share her experience with us in the field of HSE, and we can learn from her experience and the challenges she went through and how she overcame, and how we can take it forward also to implement in our own career. So I would like to call up Ms. Becky to come and give us word.
Hi, good evening everyone. It's a pleasure having you all here. My name is Becky. I am just new in the field of HSE, and I'm really so interested. And I can say it's been really an experience being in UAE for some time now, and trying to really figure out what to do. So I met a friend who is working as HSE manager, like he's 12 years today. And he just gave me a tip about HSE. I was kind of asking myself, what is it all about? Because I've never heard about that. Back home, we have gone through a lot of studies. We have certificates, masters, but it's hard to really come across someone that would tell you more about HSE. So I decided to dive a little bit, try to understand what it's all about. Then the first thing I have to go online on Google, I have to search. I heard about Lagos, and then I tried to call some institute, which luckily I have more information. And then I tried to take in the IGC on Lagos, and then I can say it was really a little bit difficult, and thanks to some friends, and I have to undergo this Lagos, and then luckily I have my IGC, and it was also hard to have a job. It was really hard. You need to apply again and again and again, and luckily I have a job under the field in school, which right now I can say I'm proud of myself to stand here as an HSE member of Cameroon. So sit down, stand. Yeah, stand and show to the world what we are capable of doing. We can also work in HSE. We can improve, we can impact, for sure. We go through difficulties, but we will not let down. We will try to work hard so that we integrate ourselves in this system and make sure that the world becomes a better place to be for all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I think the few ladies who are here, you heard what she said, and it's like a booster. All right, I would like to invite Ms. Katie Songa to come up and give us a presentation or a talk on occupational health. So please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Right? Yeah? Better? Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me. We have like 98% of men, and I was like, when are we going to see the ladies? To all of you guys for having me here. So I'm standing here, and I would like to introduce to you Emirafrique, which is the company that I co-founded and I'm the CEO of. So Emirafrique, it's actually a medical assistant partner for everyone here in the UAE. My name is Katianita Sonwa. I have been living in the UAE for 10 years now, right? And I just want to give you a little bit story about Emirafrique, how we actually came to this, to this project, and how we realized this idea of having such a company here in the UAE. So I was discussing with Mark just before the session now. He was asking me, "Are you a doctor?" I was like, "No." "Are you from the medical, industry at all?" I said, "No." He was like, "But how do you do this? I mean, what is it? How come you are doing something like that?" So just to the background of of Emirafrique. I mean, as I was saying, living here for the past 10 years, and I am a mother of 3, so I have 3 kids, 3 children. So I've gone through a lot as well. I mean, not only in the UAE, but before coming to the UAE. So, and then, I realized, being in the UAE and talking to Cameroon and talking to Africans in general, I realized how stressed it can be when we don't have the right information. Why we are the first one, the company that we decided to really set up and start. We got our license as well from the authority here to act as a medical facilitator. And so when we say medical partner or medical assistant, what does it mean for you guys? Maybe some of you don't necessarily connect with the word medical assistant. So in fact, what we do is we help the people from outside the UAE, but also the people, the residents in the UAE, to connect to the right doctors. We help you to select the right doctors, to connect, we help you to choose the hospitals as well, because there are many hospitals in the UAE, and I know that as a Cameroonian, and know in my community, I know that many people sometimes, they are even sick, but they don't think about going to the hospital, just for the fact that they believe it's expensive, right? But with Emir Afrique, we want you to know that you have someone you can leverage on, because we have actually the knowledge. We work with these hospitals. We work with this, with the follow-up as well. Going to the doctor is not all. The doctor might tell you what you need to do, but just know that you have someone that can help you with that follow-up as well, and eventually scheduling some other meetings. So yeah, this is just in a nutshell the type of services that Emir Afrique can help you to get access to. We ease your life. We facilitate and make it very easy for you. So yeah, that's the vision. I believe our values are four. During the introduction, the way the association was born in 2019, and looking at your growth between 2019 and 2021, where you moved from 5 members to 200 plus members, and this during the COVID time as well, because COVID is still not over, it just shows, how important it is sometimes to just continue with what you aim for. So you had a vision, you decided that you want to have the HSE professionals, you decide to set it up, regardless of the challenge that you face with the COVID, you just move on, right? So this is where Emir Afrique also wants to come in and say, yes, we are here. I would say it's also, we are a young company, right, because we are in the second year right now operating, but we would like to let the people know that it's, we are innovating, right, because this service was not available, was not accessible to Cameroonian, it's not existing, so we are just, why excellence? The fact that we are providing medical assistance in Dubai and not in Germany or not in France or not in UK, right? It just shows alone by, all of us know Dubai for the type of, for the quality of service that Dubai can provide. That's our values, and moving forward to the next one, I just wanted to highlight a little bit the client journey, because I don't know how many of you have been connected with medical assistant partner before, but how the things work is that basically the first thing is a contact, right? So you need to get in touch with us, and that can be done through email or through the website as well. We have a website or social media. We are also present on Instagram, Facebook. So you can connect with us, and then we will take your request. Obviously, once we receive your request, what we do naturally is that we connect with our partners, because as mentioned, we work with some of the largest hospital groups here in Dubai, starting with entities with the like of the American Hospital, King's College Hospital, but not limited to that, because what Emir Afrique has also done is that we have tried to make sure through the partnership that we have entered in, that we will really serve every single patient, regardless of the, considering the budget, not regardless, but considering the budget. So that's why we have different categories. The like of American Hospital is one category, but we have also other hospitals that we work with the like of the NMC, Tumbe, or Astor Group, right? Just to Iranian Hospital as well. So just to make sure that at the end of the day, we provide you with what you need and what you require. So once you receive your request, we will treat that, we will connect with our doctors, we will connect with our nurse, to understand your medical report in case you provided us with a medical report, and then to provide you with that second medical opinion on a free basis because you don't pay for that, right? It's part of the service that the Nerafric provides to you. And then with that second medical opinion, we provide you with a treatment plan. Usually we give you minimum 2 to 3 options so that you can choose, right, from that. And once it's done, you can move to the next stage, which will be the booking and planning, where we will then book your medical appointment with the doctors, booking also, if you are coming from outside the UAE, for instance, from Cameroon, wherever it is in Cameroon, right? So we will make sure that we book your appointment, we book your hotel here, and we book as well your flights, And once that is done, the next stage will just obviously be to welcome you to Dubai. So you will travel and we will pick you up from the airport and take you to your hotel, where you will just have to relax eventually for that night. And then the next day you will have a driver picking you up from your hotel, taking you to the hospital for your medical checkup. So can I please the next one? So I think that is not really bad, but it's fine. So here I just wanted again to emphasize or to re-emphasize on the fact that it's our health, it's your health, it's my health. So if I love myself, if I love my life, then I should take care of myself, right? And everything starts with the education. The same way you started this association, the same way you grow up from a 5-member team to a 100+, and I know we are going to go to 1,000+ in a few months. So it's important to educate the people, right? So we educate people today about HSE, what it is, we educate people about IOH, why should they join? But I would like you to educate yourself about your health. There are so many things you can learn from. And to Nerafric, I really encourage you to visit our website because, and also maybe to the social media. The social media are easier for most of us to really just get, everyday health tip, because we do share health tip on a daily basis, just for you to be aware of what is going on, right? Just read. It's not, it's not hurting you. It's just good to know what's going on. So, and the medical examination was just again to show you or to emphasize on what the employers will do. They will take us for our medical, before even the employment or during the process, because we all have, or most of us have, an health insurance card. We should make a use of it, because we have insurance card. Even some of us, through our insurance card, there are some checkups that are covered. But I don't know how many of you have ever checked it. You have your insurance card. If you want to know what is covered, and get in touch with your insurer, or get in touch, we can also assist you, we can help you with that as well, so that you know what is covered. There are so many things, believe me, there are so many checkup that you can do that are already covered, that really do not damage you and you will not spend any money, but it will help you because you know your health status, right, and you take care because you will prevent. Then, of course, in case, for those who are already sick, or
how will you benefit me as an employee, knowing that I have my insurance? I wouldn't need a third party to come across when I can go straight to the hospital and get my medical assistance.
Very good point. That insurance card covered. It's just about going to the next level of trying to find out what is there, right? So yes, to answer your question, what will benefit you as a third party? The fact that the reality is what we can help you to do is number one, with the type of services, the way we provide our services as a partner working with this hospital, is that we have a VIP access, right? So when a patient comes through a Nerafric recommendation, so the way they are treated, of course, obviously at the hospital is different, because living in the UAE, you always have the normal service, and then we have the VIP service everywhere, even at the hospital, it exists, right? So coming from a Nerafric, so you have already that access to the VIP lounge at the hospital for those who provide the VIP lounge, and I think it's already something important. And then also, it's something, taking appointment, booking appointment, rebooking, monitoring your hospital appointment is something that many people don't want to do. Trust me, I've really seen that, where the people prefer to say, you know what, just do it. I just want to have someone that can take that headache from me. All what I want to know is when am I going? You know, I just need a reminder of when to go and I need to go, and that's it. So that's really, you know, these are the kind of, I would say, added value points where Emirates really said and say, this is where we can provide value to someone like you. Yeah, please.
What charge do you charge the employee who comes to your service to have an appointment booked?
The file with us, with Emirates, there's a file opening fee. And the file opening fee is around $100 per person to make sure that we have your file open with us, and then we can start, you know, assisting you with whatever service that you require.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Any other question, please?
So, by so saying, you mean the service is free of cost?
The service of monitoring your, yeah, it's free for you, yeah, as we know it. But what we really want, I mean, I know where you're coming from. I think your question is kind of linked to the question of our brother over there. What you guys need to understand is that, I mean, I think it's not just about, you know, booking appointment and just, you know, just calling the hospital and say, oh, this patient is going to come, because there is no added value there, right? It's really to help you to get better with your health. So it's really to encourage you to go for health screening, you know, health checkup. You know, it might be a basic checkup like the one I showed you before, or it might be a comprehensive health check, right? So it's really about that. Not just to go and say, okay, today I will just go because I feel I have a headache, and that's it, that's Emirates, that's it. No. Emirates is really encouraging also through the health tips that we share with you. It's really to educate you, to show you what is there, right? So that you can really leverage on that information, on that knowledge, to go to the next level and go for your screening, go for your checkup, right? Do a checkup. I don't know what was the last. I mean, for me, I am supposed to do a checkup once a year, but I must admit, I haven't done it for the past 3 years. So it's already due, right? So these kind of things, you know, to just remind you of what is coming up, right? Yeah, that's how we want to add value.
All right, thank you so much. Because normally, what most companies do is they just insure you without actually giving you the policy to which you are being insured or the coverage. You just receive an insurance card and you just go to the hospital. So if I provide you my insurance card, will you be able to provide me with the details, the coverage which I will know I can go to this hospital, and this is what I'm going to expect from them?
Now, where we can help you is, if you tell me, okay, Kati or Emirates, I'm feeling like I want to do, let's say for example, a health checkup, right? But I don't know if it's covered by my insurance, and you want to know, then you can provide me with your insurance card, and I'm going to do that check for you. I do that check for the health, you know, for the particular service that you want to get, right, from Emirates. Because just going to the insurance and tell the insurance, oh, I have this patient of mine and I would like to know more, they won't do that, right? They might do it once, but they will not do it for everyone. It won't work. But then if there's something, or you want to go to the dentist, right, because dental or ophthalmologists, these are, you know, most of the specialties that are most of the time not fully covered by insurance. You always have your own participation as a resident. So for this kind of services, right, so I will then go, take your card, I take the information, and I will then sync. I'm not doing it myself, I do it with the team, right? I forward information to the team in charge, and they will make sure to double check for you to know how far you are covered, and to share that information with you, so that before you confirming that you really want to go and meet that dentist or to go and meet the ophthalmologist, you know approximately what to expect in terms of cost. Right, so that's what we do for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Any other question, please? Okay, I think
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So, if near misses keep happening, what do you think is going to happen? I would like to hear from everyone. This is normal for every side, right? If near misses keep happening and you don't take care to mitigate those near misses, what will happen?
An accident.
An accident, right? So what she's trying to tell us is, if you do not take care of your health near misses, you're going to get a serious attack. So they are here to help you to identify those near misses on time, and to mitigate them. It's just like that people you hear, somebody was fine with you, maybe in a club for those who go to the club, or maybe in an occasion like this one, and the next day you hear that he's dead. And you're surprised, but what happened? I was with this guy yesterday. Because there were health near misses in the system, and he was not taking care of them. And what happened? Maybe he went back home and had a heart attack or high blood pressure, and he died on the spot. So I think that what she's trying to tell us is very important. We have to go for medical checkup. And she is presenting this to us to tell us that they are here to support. And there's a way they can do it in a better way that can suit even those who have a lesser income. So that's a summary of what I understand for what she's saying. Thank you very much for that. All right, we have a culture in the organization where I work. We call it Beyond Zero. Beyond Zero means challenging the accepted. So I would like to say, sometimes in life, if you keep accepting the normal things, you will go in the mediocrity way. So, just to make you understand what I'm trying to say, there's somebody I know who is dear to me in the field of HSE. I try to mentor her in my own way, but I think it's the time for me to call her up so that she can talk to you about her experience, what she went through, and the challenges she overcame, and where she is right now. So, on the platform, I would like to welcome Ms. Noella to come up and give us a word about her experience.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm called Noella, and thank you very much, Mr. Dio, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Mr. Kenneth. Thank you, the whole Exco. Thank you for this wonderful group. I am proud to be one of the few HSE ladies here in Dubai. And this is my 7th year running as an HSE personnel. Well, it's not been easy, but I used to say grace has kept me where I am, but yeah, grace is there, but it is because I am up to the task. That is why I am where I am today. I work in, before I started my career as an HSE in NAFCO. Glory be to God, I stayed there for 3 years and I left NAFCO. Now I am working with one of the groups of Agure. I am the only safety personnel there. I faced a lot of challenges, but these challenges, it also comes with a lot of learning for me. We all know that safety here in the UAE, it's not easy. For a man or for a woman, it's not easy. But thanks to God, we are, evolving. One of the challenges I faced is, this is a male, safety here in the UAE, it's been seen as a male-dominated field. So one of the challenges which I faced was, when I go for interview, they will always ask me, like my first job as a safety, where is your husband? Is your husband accepting you to take this job, to do this job? Of course, yes. I also want to take this opportunity to thank my husband who is not here for always pushing me, because most of his friends are safety, but as the wife, I'm safety and, mingling among his friends. At work, when I started as a safety, especially the laborers, they could not see themselves, see the lady trying to correct them. I used to ask advice. I would go to Dio inbox. When I see something that I don't know, that is how I started. I would take a picture, I would send to him. How, please, can you explain this to me? Level 6, by the special grace of God. And one thing I discovered also in the safety field, or how I overcome some of the challenges with dealing with both the management and the employees, I try to use the duty of care. I show care to them. Most of us safety, we think this safety professional, we are like police. We are trying to police the laborers because they are very stubborn. We try to also penetrate into the heart of the management. Another advice, like, just to cut it short, as we are all in the safety field, I encourage all of you, do not any nebosh. When I'm talking one-on-one with most guys that I meet in the field, I will always encourage, it is good in our profession to keep on going further. Because I think maybe next some few years to come, nebosh will be nothing. Try to, upgrade yourself and sell yourself out there. Thank you so much.
And it gladdens my heart to see her where she is. And we have to continue the same way, all of us. All right, I would like to call Mr. Frank to come up. He has something very special for us. And it's a surprise. And I think it's necessary that he does it himself, not me.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. This is what I want to hear. So, my name is Abu Frank Ebo. I'm a chartered member of IOSH. I'm a nebosh trainer. I'm also a lead auditor. So, I've been working with a group of very intelligent Cameroonians, and I'm so happy to be here on behalf of the executive to tell you guys that we are more than proud to have you here. I'll start by appreciating Mr. Mansour for representing us, for coming from IOSH to be here with us. Thank you so much, sir. I also thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful presentation. We are proud of you. And I want to thank the ladies because they say, beside every successful man is a woman, not behind. I want to call our humble president to come here. It's a surprise. And I want to call the executive to usher him. We have something for the executive for him. At times, he closes from work about 9 p.m. I'll call him. Executives here will call him. Some members of the group will call him. He even mentors some of us till 11 p.m., till 12. I live in Fujairah. At times I leave his house at 12 in the night and drive with my wife and children back home, and I arrive at 1. So he's not only a global HSE manager in his company, he's not only a leader, he's a father, he's the elder brother I never had, and the elder brother some of us wish to have. So on behalf of the executive, we want to tell you that we are not only proud of you, we love you so much. We appreciate you, we appreciate your wife. It's rather unfortunate that she's behind preparing something good for us to eat. Continue to lead this executive. May you continue to lead this association. May you continue to lead your company. And may our good God continue to take you up and beyond. So we are going to talk, I'm going to call on our senior HSE advisor, Mr. Fidelis, to hand over our gift to him, that he can give our president some few words. Please prepare your hands together to clap for our handsome president.
We planned it behind him. He doesn't know about it. Just to say a word of appreciation, to form this group, lead it to where it is now, and we hope that we will actually continue it till the end. He will hand it over to his son. As we are here, we believe that we are building a career where we will love most of our children to actually practice it. Not just for the sake of money, because most of us we do it because, okay, it's paid. But at the end of the day, you see that it's actually a nice, good, respected career. This will be very appreciated if you actually find yourself in a good organization. Nothing happens without you.
Merci. Donatien Megongue. And with him, we have Mr. Abubakar Mohammed. You're all welcome. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the time you have sacrificed to make sure that you can come and smile with us. We are so grateful, and we will never take this for granted, sir. Thank you very much.
It's just amazing how important is it just to start from your home. The safety starts with you, right? Yeah. And just the practice, that's my prof, Brother Frank. Just the practice and the encouragement I had from the group has already been encouraging us. It's not just a group, the WhatsApp group. It's a school. We all know that. That's where we come there to seek advice. That's where we come there to commune, to gain the knowledge daily. It's not just a WhatsApp group, and it has really changed me. But me, I've not started working yet, but I've already been receiving jobs due to the fact. And he tells me, patience, get to where you want to be. I entered project management, but now I've entered safety. To combine the two knowledges and help the safety organization grow more, because I want to learn more. Thank you.
After a couple of months that I went through a lot, hunting for a job, as you all know, the safety field is very, very saturated now. To get a safety job is not easy. I was running up to Abu Dhabi, down to Dubai. Down to Dubai, hustling, looking for a job. And God so kind, I think I was being connected by one of our brothers through LinkedIn. That's Mr. Lovett. I don't even know him. I wish to even see him today.
This is me here.
I'm happy to see you, brother. This is the brother that linked me to become a member of this group. And after a couple of days, one nice guy like that, Mr. Nevin, is not also here. I think he's the president of an organization there in Sharjah. He posted a job opportunity in the group, and I contacted him. He said, okay. He took about 2 people to the interview. They didn't succeed. So he took me there. I went with him. I've done my research before going. When I went there that same day, the person that was interviewing me, he told me I will have that job, that they will give it to me. And that same day, it was my birthday. I posted it was my birthday, that was 16th of August. So basically now I've been working a few months with them as a safety officer in road work. So I think that connection is a great one. And with that, I would really like to thank the ESCO, Mr. President, and everybody in the group for always being there for us, always interacting. And I really think it's a place to be, and I'm happy to be part of it. And I wish to grow in safety to reach the maximum level that I could. I'm really honored, I'm really blessed to be part of it. I thank all of you guys.
And here standing in front of me is my consultant from Jacobs. So it's because of him that I'm in this group. So before him, I met few HSE people from Cameroon here. I never realized and imagined that we have a huge number of people doing HSE here in Dubai. Almost I was meeting Nigerians and other nationalities. But one day I went to an interview, and unfortunately, the safety manager was there to give me the interview, was a Cameroonian. He didn't tell me directly he's a Cameroonian. So from the accent and from the question, he's standing right over there. I think he's the one with white t-shirt. He was working for a company which is called Oasis, so that they are doing an event. So the guy, he gave me the interview, and when I asked him his nationality, and I asked him if I can get his business card just to be in touch of him when I'm seeking for some knowledge or anything that can bring me up. He said no, later. And later on, I got called by that company, and the offer was not really good for me, and that's why I did not really work with them. But I was happy. And when I met Mr. Giordone also, just a few months ago, just being in touch with him and being in touch with the group, I got inspired a lot. Even regarding Sishmosh, I asked him on the field a few days back to tell me about Sishmosh, Irish and all that issues. And he told me, just come to our event and you will get all the answer of your questions. So I thank also the IOS representative who is here for giving us all this information that will help us. So I'm happy to be amongst my brother, and I would like everyone to be open. When we as newcomers in the field, we need to inquire some, some knowledge or some solution for the issue that we're meeting on the field. So one more, I thank you everyone, and I thank you Mr. J for everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, I'll start by thanking Mr. Damoko Kenneth for the creation of this association. And looking at my table, one of the person, Mr. Abumcha Joel, who is very close to me, pushed me into the safety in UAE because he knows back home I was his boss in the refinery in Sonora. But had it been hard in the bush, I would come to this country and enroll in safety immediately. But he encouraged me for writing the HSE 1 and 2, which was being guided by Mr. Kamunmi Wilson, Frank, and Gluma Felix. So I'm very happy to be among everyone today, seeing some women. But I'll talk to that lady who said she has a big clothing. Women, I had close to 12 to 15 ladies when I was leading my site of work at the refinery. So don't be discouraged. Continue to come around your brothers and they'll lead you to the right way. For us to proceed, or any other thing, maybe you will get to talk about it. Thank you.
Mr. President of the UAE Health and Safety Engineering Group, all the members of this group, dear fellow Cameroonians here present, dear special guests and partners of this important Cameroonian community group here in the UAE. It's really a privilege and a pleasure for me to be here today on this special occasion of the UAE HSE Group Annual Come Together event for this year 2021. I would like to express my gratitude to the association, to this group. I know very well. I know some of the leaders of this group. Those have been receiving them sometimes in my office. It's also an opportunity for me to say thank you to them because they express after our installation, after the installation of the Consulate General here in the UAE, this group came to the Consulate General to introduce, came and introduced, say we are here. Thank you so much, Mr. President, for that initiative. So it's a group I know a little bit very well. And if I came here today, it's because they have seen that this group is serious. As other Cameroonian groups, associations, cultural groups here in the UAE, the UAE HSE group in the UAE is really, really serious group. I will then reassure the leaders, the president and his entourage. I would like to encourage you to continue with what you are doing for Cameroonians in the UAE. Because as we all know, it's not easy for Cameroonians who are arriving in this country for a better, let's say, condition. You cannot leave your brothers and sisters like that. You have to support them. You have to help them to start and to grow. Well, this is what I know from your book. Encouraging people to grow, not just to be like I've started in the low level. I will just remain there. No. You are supporting, encouraging people to start, as I can say, small and one day, yeah. This is great. And if you are doing it, it's because you love your country, for sure. If you didn't love your country, you would not have supported Cameroonians, you would not have assisted Cameroonians here. It's because you love your country. It's because you love your brothers and sisters who came in this country to struggle for better conditions. We are grateful for that. And because of that, you can be sure that we have also the support of the state of Cameroon via the consulate general of the Republic of Cameroon in the UAE. You can count on us. It's not easy what you are doing. We are aware, we know that you have this love for your brothers. It's the thing that is motivating you to go forward. And for the consulate also, it's not easy, but it's our duty to support, to encourage, to assist all the groups, all the associations of Cameroonians here in the UAE. But I would like to say that the support we are giving at the consulate is not financial support or material support. It's everything concerning administrative support. So you can be sure that anytime we have our support. Don't hesitate if there's something you expect from our side. I will always, with all my staff, my collaborators, we will always be beside you to accompany you to reach your goals. The consulate is your house. I would also like to take this opportunity to sensitize the Cameroonian community in the UAE. And I would like you also to be like our messengers, okay? To sensitize our people, our nationals, our compatriots, maybe in the UAE. First, to respect the host country's laws, to respect the UAE laws. it's important. You can live in a foreign country for even 100 years, 50 years, without any issue if you respect the laws and regulations of the host country. Please give this message to Cameroonians to respect this country's laws and regulations. Because the Cameroon consulate and the consul general is here to assist, yes, but to assist when the rights are violated. If the Cameroonians have been abused, that is when the consulate can assist. But if our citizens have violated the law and they request for assistance, we will not have the means to assist. The consulate is a part of Cameroon in the United Arab Emirates. That means that all Cameroonians coming to the consulate must respect the premises and the staff working at the consulate. So send this message, sensitize Cameroonians to respect institutions, because when we see the flag of Cameroon is raised. When we find Cameroon flag, it's a big symbol. And I would like Cameroonians to respect this flag, because sometimes we have seen our fellow Cameroonians coming to the consulate and not respecting the rules. In each society, we put in place rules, and rules are there to better serve, to better assist. But some of our brothers and sisters, they don't want to respect anything. The staff who is working there, we are there for them, we are there for Cameroonians. If you were not here, the President of the Republic would not have created the Consulate General. So the Consulate has been created because there are Cameroonians and many Cameroonians here in the United Arab Emirates. Apologize also if sometimes they have been they have not been well received by some of the staff, because there are sometimes complaints. So we really apologize for that. But we are trying to improve every day. We are trying to do our best every day. So thank you once more for this opportunity. Congratulations for what you have done. I think you have like 5 years existing. Is it 5 or? This association, yes.
2019, so 2 years.
2 years. This is a young association, but that has done so many things, so many good things. Congratulations. And to this association for the gift to the Consulate General of Cameroon 3 weeks ago. This association has offered a printer to the Consulate General of the Republic of Cameroon. So thank you very much for this gift. And in this gift, we will improve the quality of our service also. Thank you once more for your invitation. Long live UAE HSE Group. Long live Cameroon. And long live His Excellency Paul Biya, President of the Republic of Cameroon. Thank you very much.
We're going to continue with our plans of networking. From the 3 main speakers we heard. I think we have learned a lot. A lot of people have had their own experiences. A lot of people have had jobs. A lot of people have benefited from a WhatsApp group we have right now. Even though we are planning that the group is going to be a registered group maybe next year by the grace of God. So we just want you guys to listen to some testimonies, from other Cameroon health and safety professionals, like how this group has been so important to them, how the group has helped them at work, and what are their plans. So with us, we have my brother here, Mr. Conway Wilson. He's the HSE, I think the HSE manager of his company. He's very busy. He works for the night shift and he works the day shift as well. So most of our executive meetings, it has not been possible for him to make it, but he just had his chartered membership. So I want him to explain to us, like, how did he manage his time? So from his explanations, you'll get to understand that it's possible. No matter the challenges you face, no matter the work you have, as long as you plan your work, as long as you manage your time, you can dedicate time to your family, you can dedicate time for your personal career, and you can dedicate time to your company. So over to Wilson.
Good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Wilson Keller. I'm the HSE engineer for Variety Structural Steel Fixing. Our company is into fabrication and erection of skylight structures. So, first of all, I want to thank the president, Mr. Kenneth, for this wonderful association that he brought together. So, without taking much of your time, I will just go brief into my road to chartered membership. The first thing I want to say is, if you're a man without a vision, I cannot consider you a man. If you are going somewhere without a target or an objective, you are going nowhere. If you left from Wasakema, if you left from Abu Dhabi, and you do not know you are coming to this location, you are going nowhere. So based on that, I will tell you how I had my objective, how I had my target for the chartered membership, which I am a member today. In 2019, I am part of the African HSE group. One morning I woke up, I saw an African, he's a chartered member. That was something before I thought is impossible. Immediately, and I was transferred to a graduate membership. After that, I had a little bit of difficulties. And then I realized I am in the CAMP HSE group. Our president is a chartered membership. Our fund is a chartered membership. Our MC, Mr. Kwame, is a chartered membership. I networked with them. He gave me some advices. He guided me. And above that, I also made a good use of the leverage of the IOSH platform. Through that, I got a mentor. So together with all of these resources, they were like stepping ladders for me, like rungs on the ladder, which they put me through. Based on my work as well, it was not an easy task because I work day shift, sometimes I work night shift, sometimes I do both because I cannot sleep in my home knowing that there are workers inside and they are carrying out a critical activity. I cannot sleep. All I needed to do was just to set my mind that yes, I can do it. Immediately I set my mind. Believe me, all of the 7 criteria, they were just like observations which I found outside. I developed those observations, I submitted, and I got a pass. So I just want to, in summary, impossible is nothing. Everything is possible. Everything is achievable. And I will say one more thing. During our mid-year come together, so I just want to encourage each and every one of you, set your target, put your eyes on the prize, and nothing should distract you because standing here today, I already have my target for our next AGM. I will tell you, And next year AGM, I will prove to you that I have realized it. Mr. Mansour here mentioned about the IOSH competency framework, and he said you have 68 areas you need to improve on yourself. By next year, in my CPT, I will have all 69 logged in. So I just want to encourage each and every one of you, we are all here as the executive, we are here to guide you. Make good resources, make good use of us.
Learning a lot. We are seeing what we do. When we leave from site, we go home, we burn the midnight candles because we have children to feed and we have wives that want to go to the mall and to the park. So we have to study. So before I round up with networking, I have in front of me our handsome brother, Mr. Tala. He's in charge of videography. I have Mr. Bertrand. He's in charge of the photography. So they are all Cameroonians. We just wish to give them 2 minutes each to talk about what they do and to advertise themselves. And we plead with you guys that, most especially for people that have children, that have a big family here, you can always go to your brother. You encourage them to grow. Because the only thing we are here, and one of our main objectives is growth. We are here to help one another. So, Mr. Bertrand, please.
My name is Bertrand Awa. I am a Cameroonian, as Mr. Frank said. And I've been in the UAE for 2 years now. When I got to the UAE, I spent 6 months job searching. I had a couple of offers which were not what I wanted. And then the lockdown struck. I spent 3 to 4 months indoors, as we all know. During that time, it was like a time of reflection for me. I started asking myself questions as to what do I have and what can I do with what I have. It got me to what I was doing in Cameroon because I've been into photography for over 5 years. So straight away I said, oh, I've been doing photography. I started improving my skills. I started attending a lot of online seminars, webinars to improve my skills and to see into the future of photography post the lockdown. After this lockdown, what would be the future of photography? So that's what inspired me into getting back into what I was doing in Cameroon. And by the special grace of God, I've been doing excellently. I've been to the Consul General. Thank you so much for the opportunity, sir. I've been to the Consul General. I've attended a good number of faces that I met here. I've actually seen them in occasions that I do cover. And just to say thank you so much, Cameroon, UAE, HSE professionals in the UAE for this opportunity. I'm grateful. Thank you so much.
My people, I want to greet you all. My name is Tala. I'm Tala Fonkwa. On social media, you can get to me Tala Dirams. Actually, I'm a cinematographer. I do films, and I do music videos, and I do video coverage too. I started doing this in Cameroon. I did a lot of projects in Cameroon. I did a series that was showing on CRTV, Back Angel. I know most of you have come across the series. So I'm here, I'm a freelancer. I do photography and I do videography as well. Though I'm looking for better opportunities. Because if I have a job with good salary, then I'm going to do this as part-time and I'm going to do the job. So this is what I've been doing since I came here. But I've had a couple of jobs because I finished a contract and I got into freelancer. Thank you.
I really appreciate your patience and I hope that you came here and you have gained something and you're going back home pregnant with knowledge. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. Thank you for taking time to talk to us, to encourage us, and to tell us that we are together We are so grateful. Thank you. And I would like to do something else now. I was planning to actually do it at the beginning, but I thought that it's necessary to do it at the end because if I did it at the beginning of the event, maybe we'll not get to know everyone. But now that everyone is here, I would just like to do a general introduction. So I will be passing around the microphone. So please, I know we are all in the group, but it's difficult sometimes to know who is who because we don't get to see each other. Some people put their photos on the profile, some people don't. So as I will just pass the mic, please, just your name and where you work, that's it. Because we want to get to know you physically.
I'm senior engineer at Abdullah.
My name is Lovett. I work with Tamas Project at Abu Dhabi.
My name is Joshua. I work with Team 99.
My name is Marcel. I work at Abu Dhabi.
My name is Christopher Tanto, and I'm a surgeon. Great job.
And you'll get it soon.
Good evening. My name is Richard Balebna. I'm still a fresh HSE resident, so I'm still searching for a job.
My name is Becky. I work at Horizon Private School, Abu Dhabi.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Pierre Kane. I work with Sound Document Clearing.
Valerie Longue, HSE Manager for Cosmo Plus. Francis Wankwe, HSE Consultant, they want architects and engineers.
I'm a Godwill Kemla, before working in Abu Dhabi nuclear power plants, now searching for a job here in Dubai.
I'm Gongalar Silas, I work with the Land Academy.
I'm Bo Rene, I work with King's Construction, especially in Dubai.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Marcel Subam. I'm HSE lead for Jinko General Contracting.
I'm Fuma Kumara. I work for Financy.
Good evening again. I'm Wilson Keller. I work for Benacti Structures.
Everyone, I'm Saran Donatis. I'm still a fresher and searching for HSE job.
Once more, good evening, everyone. I'm Leslie. I work with Vibe Loads, road marking, and traffic signs as safety officer.
Good evening to everyone. I'm Stefano, currently a fresher in the field. I work as a sales associate for Apparel Group.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kraslov, working for Content Controller Company, Java Plan.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Emmanuel Jiu. I'm working with Technical and Trading, a member of Isa Saleh Group of Companies as HSE officer. Vincent Tanto, working with Etimat Holding, Abu Dhabi.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Gums Amos, Senior HSE Engineer at Sahara Group, Abu Dhabi.
I go by the name Alvaro Subu. I'm an HSE engineer for Sahara Group.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Joseph. I'm the HSE manager at Tetra Group, Abu Dhabi.
My name is Dume Dwari, lead HSE for Farm Holding.
Julio Penda, HSE coordinator for Vanor. Vanor Middle East Drilling Company.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Emil Midrigan. I was working with Post Flamio, now I'm searching.
With J&T Express.
I'm Pascal Fopawamba. Seriously searching, but as of now, I'm a PE teacher in the Pro Kids Academy in Abu Dhabi.
My name is Roland Chick. I am working with RV Drilling Service in Abu Dhabi.
With the breed, taking care of both HSE and the technical safety.
Arabian car industry, but I missed work. I came here to support my husband.
My name is Mwana Ephraim, HSE officer for AG Power.
My name is Etienne Gouek, HSE manager, PFC.
My name is Stefan Damian, HSE officer for Zena Firefighting System.
My name is Elvis Paul, working for Royal Rates Electrochemical Safety Officer.
My name is Gil Benji, the lead HSE officer for Cosmos Pilot Interface in Dubai.
My name is Derek Benjamin. I'm the HSE engineer for Boeing Interiors, Dubai.
Mr. Abubakar and even His Excellency, and even the guest speakers for taking their time to come and be with us. I really appreciate it. In addition to that, I also want to thank some very special ladies in the house who came. You realize that a group of ladies came later on. That's because they were doing a lot of work in the background while we were here discussing. They were preparing food for us. So I will not introduce them. They are special. Some of them are our wives. Most of them are our executive, the wives of my executive. And I will just give them the mic just to introduce themselves.
Conception, he was there. Okay. Ceased to steal, to put energy into every one of us. From conception, it was 3. It went to 5. At times, I will not participate, I will not do anything, others will not. All of a sudden, he will come in. The guys, we should meet, we should do this. He was the engine. Despite his busy schedule, despite his personality, his family to take care of, he always found that time to sacrifice to every other person that really needed this sacrifice. I have personal experience with him and professional experience. I will not go into the detail of that. With my share, she has been wonderful. You know, sometimes we don't do some things because that frown that is waiting for us back at home, you have to adjust. But the irony is that if you want to get to him easily, go through his wife. I've said my own. Yes. She has been very, very supportive in every aspect. At times I ask myself if they even fight. At times I ask myself if she even gets angry. She has been very supportive. So thank you for standing behind the man who is helping many people. And Mr. President, thank you for your humility. God bless you.
So, I don't have much to say because I believe my brother has said it all and we are all hungry. So, I'm going to call for our First Lady, the President's wife, so she can tell us the spices that she has been putting in the pot to ensure that our handsome President will continue to be this kind, this loving, and in fact, I don't know the word I can use for both of them because I call her Mommy Sheila. I love her so much. She's having a very pure heart. So I want you guys to experience it because you might not experience it again. Mommy Sheila.
To start with, babe, I want to say I'm so proud of you. And most especially, I want to thank his executive team for being behind him. There are every reason why this thing is happening today. Without the team, I mean, you can't ever stand alone. You need like branches to start with, and they've been his branches. So I really want to thank his executive team, and I want to thank the wives of the executive team. I keep saying I've gotten other sisters other than my family sisters. I have other sisters now, so I'm really grateful for all of you as well, for every person who is here today. Thank you for the support you put behind him. Thank you for trusting him, and thank you for looking up to him as a mentor. He will never disappoint you, believe me. For the food, I didn't do all of the food alone. I did the food with my sister, so it will be unfair for me to send you all to the table without getting my sisters to stand by me, but the buffet is ready and the food was cooked by every other lady you see here. These are all wives of the executive team members. So we all cook the food together. So I guess you guys said everybody is hungry, right? So feel free, the buffet is ready. Enjoy, please. Try not to complain. We'll feel very sad if you complain because we tried our best.
We want to thank you. We appreciate your kindness. We thank you for everyone here. We thank you for the food presented to us. I pray that you bless this food, bless the hands that are prepared, bless the souls, and let us eat this joyously and be glad in Jesus' name. Amen.